'Tis Wednesday, so we do have Mike with us. I feel like having missed last week's Mike, I feel like I'm missing a little bit of mindfulness. So I'm glad to be back again so I can experience this. What are we going to be experiencing today?
Well, what we're going to be experiencing today is whatever happens to be going on in your body right now. It's a practice to explore sensations or emotions, pleasant or unpleasant in the body.
Because that's one of the things about mindfulness, isn't it? Is we always seem to concentrate on the positive and the good, but actually part of it is to sit with every emotion, isn't it?
That's it. That's the practice, is just to sit with whatever arises in your experience, and so that's what we'll do. But we'll help ourselves by getting curious and interested and exploring a little bit what we're feeling.
Okay, I'm intrigued and also a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
But take it away, Mike.
Okay. So again, we'll do this with our eyes closed, just so we can really kind of drop into our present moment experience. It's a fully guided practice, so all you have to do is listen. So you can sit in a fairly calm but upright posture. Mindfulness isn't about kind of, flopping down and falling asleep. It's about developing an alertness to what's here right now. So we can just start by listening. Okay, just noticing any sounds that might be popping up in your awareness. Just let them come and go. You don't have to name them or think about them. Just let them wash through your awareness. And then we can drop down into the body on the chair, okay? So just notice that you're sitting. Okay, so you can notice your bum on the cushion, your back against the chair. And just allow yourself to be held by the chair. Okay, you don't need to hold yourself up. We spend a lot of our lives holding ourselves up, doing extra work. Just let yourself be held. And almost like you're just sinking a little bit or melting a little bit into that feeling of contact with the chair. And then your feet as well. Your feet are on the floor. You don't need to hold your feet up. You can let them go. You can let the floor hold them. So again, just kind of feel or sense that your feet are merging or melting down into that contact with the floor. Notice your breath. Just be aware that your breath is here. It's moving. And just notice how it feels in your body as it rises. Notice how the breath feels as it leaves the body, as it releases. Does one feel more pleasant than the other? So just check. Does your in-breath feel expansive, fresh, invigorating? Maybe the out-breath feels releasing, relaxing, calming. Just check. And then we'll just shift our focus into the sensations of breath in your nose, in the nostrils. Okay, we tend to use breath as an anchor, something that we can fix or lock our attention onto. So it's not wandering off into thoughts and mental scenarios, imagination. Just focusing your attention into the feeling of breath as it flows through your nose. That's the anchor. That's the target. And the practice is just to see if we can stay there. Can you maintain your focus of breath? And every time you wander off into thoughts, mental imagery, the voice in your head, shopping list, that's fine. But we can do that later. So every time you catch yourself thinking, just shift your focus straight back into that sense of breath flowing through the nose. And also what we're doing is creating a calmer arena in which to experience what's happening in your body right now. So just broaden your awareness to include your body. And I just want you to notice, is there anything very obvious emotionally, physically, that's calling for attention? Okay, so it could be some physical pain or discomfort. It could be an emotion in the belly, the chest, the throat. It could be a headache. I just want you to choose something that we're going to explore together. If it's a sense of numbness, that's fine. If it's the fizzing in your hands, that's fine. And what I'd like you to do then is just sort of drop your focus down into that feeling in your body, so that you're sitting in it, you're soaking into that sensation. And I'm just going to ask you some questions about it which I would like you to explore. And there's not a right answer, there's just the act of looking, of exploring. So resting your attention with that feeling in your body. I just want you to find out the size of that sensation. Okay, pay attention to it. Is it the size of a dinner plate? Is it large? Is it the size of a fist? Maybe it's the size of a coin. Maybe it's quite small. See what you can find out about it. What size is it? Just staying with what you discover. And does it have a temperature? Okay, what do you notice? Is it red hot? Is it icy cold? Is it somewhere in the middle? Again, just check. Notice. Is this sensation rock hard? Is it solid? Is it fixed? Or is there movement to it? Does it fizz, buzz, ache, pang? Again, what do you notice? What are you learning from this experience you're having? If it's still or solid, is there a sense of pressure to it, a sense of squeezing or contraction? If it's moving and fizzing or buzzing, is there a kind of ripple effect out into the body? Can you feel the pang or the ache kind of ripple out into the surrounding area? And now we're just going to zoom our attention right in to the center of that sensation. Okay, see if you can do that. Zoom all the way in. And what I'd like you to discover is, what's the middle like? Does it have one? Does it have a core, a nub, a kernel? What can you discover? Zoom in and find out. And is the middle hot or cold? Does it move or is it still? And as you're doing this, you might notice that the sensation either expands, maybe it intensifies and gets bigger. Just stay with it. Or it could fade a little bit. It could weaken, could melt a bit. And just stay with that. Well done. Now we're just going to zoom all the way out into the whole experience of your body on the chair. Okay, so get a general sense of your body on the chair. So feet on the floor, legs, bum on the cushion, torso, arms, head, breath. A broad awareness of your body right now. And again, just notice where that original feeling lives in your body. And just notice that that's just one thing happening in your body. One thing out of many different experiences. And it's one thing that you are bigger than. It's one thing that you are aware of. And now, just to finish, I'd like you just to shift your attention into somewhere in your body, somewhere in your experience that feels still, calm, pleasant, or interesting. Okay, what can you find that feels still or calm, interesting, feels pleasant or warm, fizzy? Okay, well done. So that's the practice. So well done if you tried that.
And it seems like this is something that would be really useful for people who maybe experience pain, because if you're sort of like finding those little nuggets that are, like you describe them, as either hot or cold, then it might sort of help dissipate pain.
Yeah, it's great for pain, it's great for emotions, it's great for cravings or urges, anything that's kind of problematic. If we can explore it a little bit and jump into it, it has the act of kind of deconstructing it.
Brilliant. Yeah. Mike, thank you so much. Remind people where they can find you.
My website, myfreemind.org.
Excellent. Same time next week.
Yeah.
Hooray!